All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the give, it's Garendo. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Brought in right side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's 2nd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Going for the first with Dobbins. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. This is ahead for about 5. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
To the air this time, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Getting out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Returning it from the 4. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set. 1st and 10. He'll try the right side with Gurindo. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Puna Ford. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Gurindo again. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopped by Da-Heathin Henley. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
A 38-yard attempt.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They run the counter with Dobbins. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Here's 2nd and 5. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, Herbert. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Herbert again. He finds McConkey. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked! Now this is picked up inside the 35.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
Garindo running between the tackles. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's good for a first down on the completion by the Nebraska rookie.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, looking to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
It's about a 4-yard pickup, and they'll still be playing the sticks. 3rd and 11 coming up.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now for Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up an LA first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Along this sideline inside the 25. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers grow the lead to 7. He saw that running lane pretty early. You could tell a quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively with a group that has this much speed and athleticism. You're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once he touched the second level.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's got the hook up to Watkins. Free inside the 30. To the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you could run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And it's a fake. They only need a couple of inches. And they'll bring him down, but not before the fake gets them a first down.
At their own 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
That's caught at the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Buying some time right. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Look, again he's under pressure, and he goes down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. This from 30 yards out. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motioning Myers right. Now a give to Garindo. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the gun on 3rd down. Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. Trying an inside give to Garindo. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the 1st game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Elliott straight ahead. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Herbert now. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the gun, Garindo. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Stopped by Da-Heathin Henley. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the Chargers' 49-yard line.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He'll look to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Junior Colson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Throwing on first is Herbert. He's on the move. He can run it. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Find Diablo there on the tackle. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. This time, they'll keep it on the ground. Gets up the edge to the 35. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Herbert on 1st down. Brought in by Elliott. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He's back to throw. He fires one deep down the left. That's grabbed inside the 30.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Herbert from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
At their own 37-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, it's Garindo. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Gets it through the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He has the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Divine Diablo there on the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Second and 4. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Starts his return from the 23. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And it'll be Raider football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll run here with Garindo. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Elijah Molden. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Davante Adams. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Davante Adams, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Chargers take possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. He doesn't swat it away. We're looking at a huge gain.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run. It's Garindo. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go right back to Garindo. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. That execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They motion the tight end over. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Complete here to Bowers. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped by Da-Heathin Henley. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Sending a receiver left. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Dillon, a 1st down carry. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. And on 3rd down, looks like the Chargers anticipating pass here. They're in the dime. Dropping back to throw. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Let's go now.
And he's in. Touchdown! The Raiders get this time before the end of the 3rd. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders take the lead on that successful kick. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first. This is Elliott running right. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Right back to Elliott now. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Play action now for Herbert. Looking to his fullback now. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
On second down, a run with Elliott. Oh, he lost the football! And the Raiders get to it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for second down. Setting up a throw. This will be caught by Adams. And this one does not go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, they'll run. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 42. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Raiders first. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Looking for a throw here. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw it. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Gets this to McConkey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Raiders get to it! There he goes on the right side! And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown! The Raiders capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert. This is hauled in by Peoples-Jones. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Chargers at a 2-score deficit. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Looking to throw it. He finds McConkey. Down to the 10. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within one score in the fourth. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Crucial moment of the game here as the Chargers try for two. To throw. Forced out to his right. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And they aren't going to get there. He's pushed out of bounds, and the try for two does not work. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Tucker now on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he can only manage a few yards at most.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They're set up at the 35 now. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. This will be from 52 yards. Got all of it, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. And he does get them the first before going out. Just over 20 seconds to play. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Chargers will have a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Now to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
I don't fault to look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing now. That's caught at the 4. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.